Somewhere over the rainbow. Wait a minute, that's not the right song. Elikanama nama nama. Alright, 9 gravity, let's go. Alright guys, so in this video is going to be my first Rainbow Loom tutorial. As you can tell by the song I was singing, we are going to make Wicked inspired bracelets for Elpapa and Glinda. I have my Rainbow Loom right here, you guys. And the rubber bands I am using for this tutorial, they're not Rainbow Loom brand, but they're from the Dollar General. So that's what I grabbed because I live 45 minutes away from town and I did not want to go all the way to Walmart. So I went to the Dollar General by my house and I grabbed a whole bunch of these. It's called Make Shop and it comes with a little loom. And I have the little pick here because I keep dropping my Rainbow Loom picks. It's under my nightstand. I'm just too lazy to grab it. So I'm going to start with Glinda's bracelet. The colors I am using for Glinda's bracelet is pink, light purple, and purple. So what I will do is start. As you can see, it is just basic fishtail bracelet, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, let me just flip the camera, my phone around. Let's get started. Alright guys, I got my Rainbow Loom. What you will do is just do a basic figure 8 like you always do when you start on your Rainbow Loom, and you're going to do a basic fishtail, and I'm using all of the pink. So let me just start here. If you guys can see this. Biscuits. I do not think to flip this around. Okay. There we go. You can see a little bit more. Good thing I loomed it so I know what I'm doing here. So, pick it up. Pick it up. Like how you always do for a fishtail. And you're going to cast on, going to do this, fishtail. Ah, it is so late, I cannot see dilly squat. Okay, there you go. Ah, oh my. Hope you guys can see that. Okay, so what you do is just, wait a minute. Ah! I messed up. Oh my goodness. You see that, guys? I messed up. Let me start over. Oh my goodness. Redo! This is fun already. I'm having fun, even though I did mess up a bit. It's okay. Okay, figure 8. Figure 8. Get on there. And for the record, I have not seen Wicked for Good. I have the DVD, and I have not watched it yet. So, there's that. I am chomping at the bit to see the Tin Man transformation. I am chomping at the bit. Because I heard it is so intense. From what I've heard. Alright. So, There we go. You're just gonna fishtail all the pinks. This is pretty beginner friendly bracelet, which is why I decided to do it this way. You can do it however you like. You could even do your colors where it's one after the next, where it's striped, where it's pink, purple, you know, whatever colors you want to do. But for me, I'm still learning how to rainbow loom, so I'm just doing this, the basics here. So I will get to the, let me pick up some more pinks, and I will show you what to do once we finish all the pinks. Need to grab more pink rubber bands from my box. Let me grab some more pink rubber bands. Here's what this looks like as I start it. There you go, you can see it more better. There you go. Sounds like a ton. Alright, let me pick up some more pink bands and I will continue with the tutorial. Alright, I got more pink rubber bands. I just put them on my nightstand. I did not want to throw them on my loom. I could not see my pick at first, so I'm going to keep looming the pink bands, and I will show you what to do. Okay, what's it doing? Okay, we're good. Good gravy, my hair is so long. Alright. Keep on adding your pink bands as your first color. Now, the reason I chose the colors I did for Glinda from the Wicked movie is because I found inspiration from both Wicked and The Wizard of Oz. I looked at pictures on my video cover of Wicked for Good, and I seen previews of Wicked for Good, and I watched Wicked, and Glinda's dress is pink, and then her second dress in Wicked for Good is pinky purple blue color, but I didn't do blue because the color blue I have is more of this color blue, and it wouldn't have worked. So I also went with this color because in the original Wizard of Oz movie, Glinda, her dress had light pinky purples on the stars or whatnot. So that's why I chose these colors for Glinda. So once you get to all the all the pinks, it'll be on to the next color. I have a few more pink here. Let me just get this. Where's my pick? do this. There we go. And my name is Rachel Tin Man Lover, and I love Wizard of Oz. As you can tell by my username, I loved Wizard of Oz my whole life. Right, Mom? I've loved Wizard of Oz forever. So, let me just finish the pink part. And then we will move on to the next color of the Glinda bracelet. Alright, here is what the bracelet looks like once all the pink is added. Let me grab the bracelet. Now we are going to move on. We finished the pink part. Now we are moving on to the light purple. And with this, you're just doing the same exact thing as just switching up colors. So grab your purple band, your light purple band, put it on your rainbow loom. There's a moth. And you just do how you always do for the fishtail. You just keep going. So I will keep doing this. As you can see, we now have light purple now going. So I will loom all the purple, light purple, I apologize. It's a light purple, kind of a pink color. Kind of hard to see on camera on my phone. Oh my goodness gracious, this silly moth. The last time I filmed the Rainbow Loom video, there was a moth in my container. Alright guys, so I'm going to keep looming all the light purples, and I will show you what to do next. Just do this. Alright guys, now that I've added all the light purple to the Glinda bracelet, it is now time to add the last color. It is the dark purple. I apologize guys. It is so late. Dark purple. Alright. And as I did previously, I am just fishtailing pattern the whole time. It is easy. So, you just put the dark purple on the loom. It is so hard to see because my loom is the purple loom. You just rainbow loom all the purple, dark purple. Now, if you have name brand rainbow loom bands, that's cool. If you're like me and I just ran and grabbed rainbow loom bands, rubber bands at Dollar General that are just the Dollar Tree equivalent, that's fine too. Because I wanted to keep on making my bracelets and necklaces, and I just thought, it's fine with me. So, you just keep on looming until you get to the end of your Glinda bracelet. Let me just do this real quick. Ah! There we go. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The wicked witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Sleepyhead, rub your eyes, get out of bed. As mayor of the Munchkin City, in the county of the land of Oz, we welcome you most regally, but we got to verify it legally to see if morally, ethically, undeniably dead. As coroner, I thoroughly examined her, and she really dead. She's really for sincerely dead. Okay. I'm doing this as I'm making the Glinda bracelet, and the Elphaba bracelet is up next. This is just... why? Just why? Alright. I'm gonna keep on going. I think I'm just gonna keep on quoting Wizard of Oz quotes. Alright. Let's see. Let me just finish dark purple. I need my coffee. Alright guys, so as you can see, the Glinda bracelet is all the way done. I used all the dark purple. Now I have this little S clip. I have the Dollar General brand of Dollar Tree brand of Rainbow Loom. So I'm using that. So what you will do next is, okay, let me see. Loop over this one already, like how you always do when you finish off your bracelet. When you take it off the loom, let me just use my hands. It's easier to do it that way. There we go. And I'll just use my hand because I loom knit all the time, so whenever I loom knit and I can't get the loom hook through on my loom, I just use my fingernails. So now that you looped both of your elastic bands, you will take the clip, loop, oh good gravy, hold on. Alright, let me oh boy. Okay. Take off the loom. Use my hook. Take it off the loom with the hook. Loop. There we go. Okay, there we go. Grab it. Loop the... oh dear. Where is it doing? Oh no! And sometimes, as you take it off the loom, it wants to come apart. So grab the hook, loop the band, through it, fix it, and there you go. Take that clip and loop. Come on. Come on. Loop. Come on. Let me just fiddle with this. Okay. Alright. One end on. I think. Yeah, it's a bit tingly. Ah! Oh my. Ah! Oh my goodness. Okay. Ah! Get on there. You silly rubber band. Come on. Ah! Hold on. Let me get this.
Hey, I'm back.
Alright guys, so I have the first side, the purple side on the S hook. I'm going to take the pink side. I'm going to grab my hook, my pick hook, and loop it through the start of the bracelet at the bottom. Take my hook and loop it through the hook, and it connects to the S hook. There we go, to the connector piece. And Glinda's bracelet is done. Now let's get Alphabet started. Alright, so with Alphabet's bracelet, the colors I chose are intentional. Green represents her green skin. The black represents her black hat, her black clothing. And then this green color here, this emerald green, this bluey greenish green. I call it emerald because it's the closest I got to emerald. So this color, emerald, represents the Emerald City. So what you will do is same thing. We're going to start on green. Make a figure 8 on your loom. We're doing the fishtail again, just like we did for the Glinda bracelet. And we will start with adding 3 green bands to the loom. And then just like how we do for the fishtail, we just loop it over and we start on the bracelet. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. Alright, so I'm going to band the green onto the loom. I've gotten pretty quick on this. Now, fun fact, I learned that Elphaba, I learned this a while back, I learned that Elphaba, she has that name Elphaba because I learned from behind the scenes from the musical or something from a couple of years ago, is her name is actually the name initials of L. Frank Baum, the author of the Wonderful Wizard, the original Wizard of Oz books, the Wizard of Oz series. L. Frank Baum, Elphaba, which is really cool. So that's really neat with the Wicked Witch of the West. Her name is Elphaba, as a play on words of Elfrink Bomb, which is really neat. I've never read the Wicked book. It was a book published by someone a long time ago, and he was the author who wrote Wicked the story, later turned into a musical, and which is now a movie, which is neat. What was really neat is in 2023, American Girl had a Girl of the Year doll named Cubby, and she loves musicals, and her favorite musical was Wicked. And American Girl partnered with the Broadway Wicked play, and they created a Wicked, Elphaba, and Glinda musical outfit for that doll of the year. For the dolls. Wait, is this one green? Yeah, these are green. Alright. This is not green. So, that is a fun tidbit of information, fun fact. If you're not an American Girl doll collector, I am. And then, last year, for Wicked for Good, last year, American Girl, they released two collector dolls, two Wicked American Girl dolls, collector dolls, Elphaba, which was so cool. She was Elphaba, the doll, the collector doll, Elphaba. The doll had green skin. American Girl has never, ever done dolls with fantasy colored skin. Elphaba was the first, which is really neat. I did not get a chance to get Elphaba, the collector doll, from American Girl, but that's okay. I hope American Girl were to release a playline version of Elphaba and Glinda, but I doubt it. So, yeah, that is really neat that American Girl partnered with originally Broadway musical Wicked, and then they collaborated with Wicked the movie to make Elphaba and Glinda Wicked for Good dolls, and a couple of outfits for dolls from their movies, which is neat. So here's what it looks like as I'm doing the green bands. Oops. Okay, there we go. There we go. This takes a minute to get started. And put these on. Let me grab a few more from my bin. And see how quick I can do this. It's not really a rush to do this. I'm just very tired. As you can see, the fishtail is very quick. Let me grab some more green rubber bands, and I will meet back up with you when the second color is black. So I'm going to put on more green bands, and I will meet you back up when it is time for the black bands to come on, to be added. Alright guys, so I have finished my row of green. It is now time to add black. So here we go. We are now on second color. Now you can do this any style you want. Any rainbow loom bracelet design. You can do a single chain, you can do a fishtail, you can do a really cool fancy one, and with these bracelets, you can make them as big as you want. This can be adapted to any wrist size. For me, I'm not even counting how many bands I'm using at all. I'm just guessing at this point how many I'm adding for the bracelet. Just by looking at this bracelet, this one is going to be a lot bigger, which is fine. I'm just using what I have in my container. So here's what it looks like with the black starting to peek through. So I am so excited about watching Wicked for Good on DVD. Let me just add black. Once I add black, I will then add emerald green, and you will do the same thing as we did with the Glinda one. It will look like this. Let me just add all the blacks, and then I'll meet you up with emerald green. Alright guys, so I added all my black bands to make it as even as I can. Now you just add your emerald green and fish tail it and add it to the loom like this, just like we have been doing the whole entire time. So loom, add your emerald green. Let me just do this quick. I have a few more. Now the color, the emerald green I'm using, it's more like a sea green, turquoise? I don't know. It looks emerald to me. It works for what I'm making. Again, the bands I have for this project are Dollar General brand Rainbow Loom bands. Rainbow Loom has their name brand. I really like these bands as well because they're really, really shiny, pearly, iridescent, which is cool, and shiny, where the Rainbow Loom bands I've had so far, I can't speak for all of Rainbow Loom bands because I've only started rainbow looming, making bracelets and things. So far what I've seen is, I'm sure there are shiny ones, but yeah, I like these as well. They get the job done. Again, you can use name brand. That'll work too. So let me just add the emerald green. See how quick that is working up the bracelet. Let me grab more emerald green from my case. Go fast. grab a handful of emerald. And see how quick the fish tail is. There we go. Grab emerald. One thing I was gonna say about Wicked is, well, I've seen the first movie. I am so glad. The actress who is Nessa Rose in Wicked for Good, she is a wheelchair user, and you know, it's really nice to have actors and actresses who have show disability awareness and shows people with disability in movies, in media, and whatnot, because I have chronic illness, I have Cochran disease, I have cerebral palsy, I have so many things going on that I use a wheelchair. So, and then my sister in heaven, she was in a wheelchair, very special needs, and seeing the actress Nessa Rose being an actual wheelchair user is neat. And also the little girl who played Nessa Rose as a little kid, as a little girl when she was like little Nessa Rose, baby Nessa Rose. The little girl was also a full-time wheelchair user. So it is so nice to have to show people with different disabilities be shown and seen, and so it raises awareness and everything, you know? So here's what the emerald green looks like as I work it up. I am so psyched to see the end of Wicked for Good. I have seen the musical Wicked on YouTube a whole bunch of times. I have never seen it, the Broadway, in person ever. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I love Wicked, the movie. I only saw the first one once in theaters. I loved it. It was amazing. I love Ariana Grande as Glinda, and I love Cynthia as Elphaba, and everybody in the movie. I love it, love it, love it. I can't wait to watch Wicked for Good. I'm so excited. I'm very passionate about Wizard of Oz. It's my favorite movie of all time. I watched it a million times probably. And the Tin Man is my favorite character in the Wizard of Oz, which is why my YouTube username on YouTube, Instagram, and all my other social medias that aren't my personal, that aren't connected to anything too personal, is Tin Man Lover. So, I love the Tin Man. He's my favorite, which is why that's my username. I love Wizard of Oz. When I was little, I had a whole bunch of different Wizard of Oz shirts that I had tacked on my wall. When they were too big for me to wear at the time, I had Wizard of Oz Barbie dolls. When I was younger, I remember I had a Wicked Witch of the West doll once, as well, when I was a little bit older. So, yeah. Alright, guys, so, And just like that, I have completed the emerald green. And like last time, I'm going to loop the other bands where there's only one. Going to take it off the loom, grab a ring, S ring. I'm going to call it an S ring because that's what it looks like, an S or infinity, or yeah. So take the hook and loop. There went that hook, or not that hook, but the ring. Oh, good. Me oh my. Here's another one. So what we did for the Glinda one, we are going to put the S ring through, put the ring clip through, grab the other side, and repeat the process on the other side. Use your hook if it works for you that way. Loop it. Loop the other. There we go. And we are done. This Elbow one is too big for me. That's okay. And we are done. Where's my Glinda one? Here it is. Here's the one I made on camera. Okay. Alright guys, so here is both Glinda and Elphaba. And my question is for you, are you a good witch? Or are you a bad witch? And as we know, people are not born wicked. They become wicked. So yeah. Alright guys, so this has been my first Rainbow Loom tutorial. It was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Anybody from Wicked Musical, Wicked Movie, Ariana Grande, Cynthia, anybody from Wizard of Oz or Wicked or anything sees this, hi, my name is Rachel. I'm a long-time Wizard of Oz fan all my life. And yeah, alright guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.